Turned up to this one. I'm going to fit a radiator today. Customer's already hung it for me, which is handy. I'm going to fit the Flomasta TRV and lockshield pack. I'm going to get that open and see what we get inside. Flomasta's available from Screwfix, so we're going to see what's in here. Nice chrome looking lockshield. Look at that, that looks smart, doesn't it? Next up we got the TRV valve, and then let's see what the head looks like. It's nicely packaged as well. Oh, look at that. Can nearly see my reflection in it, not that you'd want to, but that is cool. So that's what you get: 2 tails, 2 valves and a head. I'm old school, so I use PTFE. Just remember, it's my way and the right way, and they're both the same. So I put 20 wraps on here. That's always a subject that's up for debate, isn't it? How many wraps of PTFE do you put on? But I put 20 and it doesn't leak. So because I got the PTFE out, I'll do the other tail as well. Just makes sense really, rather than keep picking it up, putting it down. And then when I finish with the PTFE, it'll go back in the tool bag. Once you finish making the tails up, we're going to make them into the radiator. Then we're going to tighten it up into the radiator. There's several different ways you can do this, but I use this self-adjusting spanner. That's the customer drilling in the background, by the way. Make sure it's really tight and you're happy with it. Then we're going to make the valve on, tighten that up, and give it a pinch out with a spanner. I don't go overly tight so I can adjust it as and when I need, because we still need to do pipe work. And then we're going to replicate that again the other side. So pop our tail in, tighten it up. I've sped this up because I tried to cut out the waffle. But again, little pinch up. Make sure you don't let that fly off and hit the radiator or the wall. Are you really a plumber if you haven't done that once before? But anyway, back to the job. So we're just going to pinch it up, but not overly tight, so we can still move it around as and when we need to. I mean, that does look really nice. And then that one, not so much yet, because we haven't put the head on. But we're going to go on to pipe work. So you always want to minimise the joints. So we're going to do 2 90 bends in the corner. And then we've got to kick that little bit of pipe there onto an elbow. We've marked him ready. So now I've got to flux it up. Pop the elbow on. Slide him in and just twist it round. Can be a little bit fiddly, but you'll get there. And then it's always good to check your pipe work from several different angles before you solder it up, just to make sure it looks square from every angle. Whenever there's kicks or bends on it, you have to just make sure. That's good to me. So let's get that soldered. I don't use a burn mat. Again, personal preference. I just make sure the flame's not directed at the wall. Definitely don't want to be burning the wall. Right now I'm happy I don't have to get those pipes out again. I'm going to do the satisfying pipe clip shut. Right, so now that's cooled down and I've cleaned the pipe up. I'm going to tighten both nuts up to make sure that they're nice and tight. It's best to do this as you go along. Nothing worse than filling up and realising you haven't tightened something. So same procedure again with this one, except I've put a drain off on the bottom of this. Now I'm going to tighten the nuts up. Now we're going to remove the decorator's cap and we're going to pop the new head on. And then just screw it onto the valve like that. Have it on max to put the head on, otherwise it will keep popping off. Now we can just admire our pipework and our valves. Look at that. Nice and clear and moves freely. All round great value for money, and it looks really good. As you can see, I've put my joins in line as well because I've got OCP. Stands for obsessive compulsive pipework, in case you didn't know. But anyway, that's another one done. Happy days.